Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to another Star Wars video. So, I was lucky enough to be sent an early version of the Rise of Skywalker novelization. I'm gonna wait until the release date, which is March 17th, before I start dropping any major spoilers because I think this is a book a lot of you will want to read or listen to on Audible, which you can do for free with audibletrial.com/EckhartsLadder. Anyway, I got it today. I did a quick read through and there certainly are some really interesting things to talk about. As I mentioned on Twitter, one thing in particular which I'm excited to talk about, but until then I want to discuss a few little details in the book, things that don't really spoil the story experience but I still thought were interesting. That being said, if you want to go in completely free, then you probably want to skip this video. So, there are lots of little tidbits in the book. For example, the Sith fleet over Exegol is said to possess perhaps over 10,000 ships. That's a lot more than my initial estimation, which was several hundred to perhaps 1,000. We also learned, as I tweeted today, that the TIE Kylo Ren uses to jump to Exegol is a TIE Scout, which makes sense given that normal TIEs don't have a hyperdrive, and TIE Scouts and similar ships have been a staple of both Legends and canon. We learn a little bit about how the Sith Eternal operates, where they get their officers from, and a bit about the internal structure. And that takes us to the topic of today's video actually. We actually get to see the destruction of Kijimi, the planet where they go to find Babu Frick, from the perspective of a First Order officer, including their internal monologue. That officer's name is Captain Jazeel Sabrand. Sabrand was raised underground on Exegol and had basically killed, betrayed, and outworked her fellow officers to obtain the coveted position of Captain of the Daraphan. The Daraphan was the name of the Xyston class Star Destroyer which destroyed Kijimi. The Daraphan was, even before this mission, designated as an advanced ship of the Final Order and was given the task of making a statement against the galaxy. At this point, what we learn in the book is that construction on the remaining ships is not completely finished. There's still maintenance, there's still final checkups, and there's still crewing that needs to be done while the ships are in atmosphere near Exegol. This information is actually told to us by General Pride, and we learn in the novelization that he had a very heavy role in the construction of the fleet, one that he actually kept completely secret from the First Order. Anyway, the Daraphan is sent out, it goes on a test flight, then, as we know, goes to Kijimi. The destruction in the book is described as an implosion, which is kind of what I assume, that somehow the laser drills down to the core of the planet, causes structural damage, then the planet just implodes. And of course, that's where the scene in the movie ends, leading people to wonder, well, what happened to this Star Destroyer? A single Xyston, especially with fully powered shields and a Sith Eternal crew, would be very dangerous. The novelization, however, expands on the scene, and it's kind of a boring answer. Simply, the ship returns to Exegol. Presumably, it returned in time to rejoin the formation with the other Star Destroyers, and then it was most likely destroyed by the fleet that attacked at the end of the movie. However, even if that were not the case, the novelization also makes it more explicit that as the attack is being launched on Exegol, smaller fleets are waging war in every single occupied system, and makes that fairly clear. So, while we also have to sort of stretch our imagination a little bit more to believe how Lando could accomplish such a feat in uniting the galaxy, we also now know that the First Order has been basically mopped up. And if the Xyston had been out there, unless it was hidden for some reason, presumably the same thing would have happened. That's not to say that Palpatine doesn't have other secret labs or other installations across the galaxy which may be hiding. We saw that in Legends with places like the Maw or Biss. So it's very possible that he's got Exegol 2 Electric Boogaloo, which is where his soul will go in this time after being defeated, or that he's got other fleets or super weapons still waiting in the shadows to be rediscovered. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions that I can answer without spoiling too much of the novelization, let me know down below and I'll consider doing a video about them. If they're more major questions, then I'll cover them within the day or so after or before the book is released. I'll always make sure to put spoilers in case you want to read it on your own. Just a reminder, you can use my Audible trial, which I'll link down in the description, to get this book or pretty much any other Star Wars book. I just recommend you go for one that is unabridged. However, before I leave, let's do a hashtag AskEck question of the day. So today's hashtag AskEck question comes from SweeDizzle12, who asks, has Disney broken the Star Wars hypertravel? In Rogue One, he jumped from a planet. In Episode 9, they jumped from a system to system within minutes. And they actually do something similar in Rogue One as well during the battle on Scarif. And yeah, Disney has broken hyperspace travel. There's plenty of examples of that. Another one would be in Jedi Fallen Order. They also do a hyperspace jump out of the planet. They've got that weird hyperspace skipping in Episode 9 as well, but it's not limited only to Disney, and maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll do a video on the ridiculous hyperspace travel times in Revenge of the Sith. To be fair, I've been a bit critical of Disney canon lately, so maybe it's time for the prequels to get a little heat. But let me know, and let me know any videos you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You can find links to my social media down in the description. I'll probably be tweeting about the novelization. As always though, have a good one guys, and may the Force be with you.